of this week. Good evening, all of you. So since few weeks we are trying to learn the basic terminologies of homeopathic materia medica, which help us to broaden the understanding of homeopathic materia medica. And these terminologies are very much important to study homeopathic materia medica and not just to become the symptom memorizer or सिम्टम मगर का मतलब जो सिम्टम को मग करता है, जो सिम्टम के साथ में उस रेमेडी को मग करता है, मेमोराइज करता है, that I am calling it मगर. It is not the crocodile. So today we will see one more terminology, that is temperament. I think Calcarea carb is taught to you. Can anybody tell me the temperament of Calcarea carb? It is a leucophlegmatic constitution. But what is the temperament of Calcarea carb? No. So let us understand the meaning of this temperament. In dictionary, the meaning is given that it is the characteristic or habitual inclination or mode of emotional response. So temperament basically deals with the emotional response. Now here I would like to elaborate on this term, emotional response. Now so many times we have heard emotion का मतलब होता है भावना, एक प्रकार की भावना जागृत होना, एक प्रकार का भावना का realization होना, that is emotion. Now this term is something different. This term is not only related with emotion, but it is related with the emotional response. That means if a person is exposed to a certain situation, what will be his emotional reaction? What will be his emotional response? And यानी कि, just to give example, if there are 3 students, and these 3 students, because of not doing their study or not giving answers of the previous lecture, they have been very badly insulted in front of whole class. Have anybody of you have felt this situation?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Then this the emotional response of the 3 persons will be totally different. One person will think, आज सर ने मेरा इंसल्ट किया, देख लूंगा, एक दिन मेरा भी दिन आएगा, मैं भी इसका बदला लूंगा. So this is one emotional response. Another person will think, नहीं यार मुझसे कुछ गलती होगी, सर जो बोल रहे हैं सच्ची में मैंने पढ़ाई करनी चाहिए थी. So he will accept his mistakes and he will try to overcome. लेकिन तीसरा एक आएगा, तीसरे का इमोशनल रिस्पॉन्स क्या होगा, मुझे इतना इंसल्ट किया है तो अभी मैं जाके सीधे प्रिंसिपल से कंप्लेंट कर देता कि देखो किस तरह से स्टूडेंट के साथ बेइज्जती का बर्ताव हो रहा है, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. So this is what example of emotional response. Now this emotional response of different persons are different at a different time. Then even the emotional response of a same person, emotional response of same person in different situation is different. I think I should repeat this both sentence, that emotional response of different persons are different. It's the one sentence. मतलब अलग अलग लोगों का अलग अलग सिचुएशन में अलग अलग इमोशनल रिस्पॉन्स रहता है. And one more sentence is that the same person, when exposed to different environment, when exposed to different situation, will also have different response. And this temperament refers not only the singular emotional response, but it it uh, it is related with the common thread of this various emotional response. What is the common thing which is observed in this emotional response? And the temperament is related with this habitual inclination. Habitual का inclination means habit, यानी कि an inclination. Habit means what? Many times we are having so many habits. किसी को अपने हाथ हिलाने की आदत है, किसी को अपने पैर हिलाने की आदत है, किसी को बालों के साथ खेलने की आदत है during listening to the lecture. So these are his habit. The person is unconscious about his own habit unless somebody is telling him that this is your habit. And so such types of habit are deeply engrossed into our behavior, and this habit also have certain inclination. Inclination means what? Inclination means a tendency. So if a person A is asked to do study 10 times, out of that 10 times he will study only for one time, and for the remaining 9 times he will come out with various reasons. नेटवर्क नहीं था, तो आजकल ऑनलाइन का जमाना है, तो व्हाट विल बी द रीजंस? नेटवर्क नहीं था, डाटा नहीं था, वॉइस ठीक से नहीं आया, ऐसा हुआ वैसा हुआ. That will be his 9th time. He will try to avoid the study by finding out the various reasons, and that becomes the inclination of that person. Inclination of that person. तो हैबिचुअल इंक्लिनेशन यानी कि उसको बार बार वही करने की तरफ उसका एक प्रकार का नेचुरल इंक्लिनेशन है और हैबिचुअल इंक्लिनेशन है, एंड दिस इज व्हाट इज टर्म एज टेम्परामेंट. So characteristic or habitual inclination, so these are two things, or mode of emotional response. I think this mode of emotional response is a better word to understand this temperament. And if you observe the persons surrounding us, कितने लोग observe करते हैं? If you are not a good observer, start it doing. Try to observe the persons who are around you. Try to observe behavior of your mother. Try to observe behavior of your father, your relative. Try to observe your own behavior, because such types of persons are going to come to your clinic tomorrow. So you must develop this observation, and from this observation you must try to understand what is the inclination of this person, what is the inclination of what kind of specific emotional response this person is having. And this emotional response, which is commonly seen through from that person, it is nothing but the temperament. And when we look in our Materia Medica, there are various types of temperament, and this temperaments, there are basically 5 types of temperament. One is a sanguine temperament, choleric temperament, bilious temperament, nervous temperament, and phlegmatic temperament. Now there is a one history behind this 5 words, or there is one history behind the out of this 5 temperament, 4 words has certain history. For example, sanguine, choleric, bilious, and phlegmatic. These 4 terminologies have history, or the history is related with Greek system of medicine. In this Greek system of medicine, they have made an attempt to identify the cause of disease, and they have made an attempt. The cause of disease is probably related with this four humor, HUMOR, and this four humor, that is the four components, are somehow related with development of certain diseases. And these four humors were blood, yellow bile, black bile, and sticky discharges or discharges. And accordingly, they have linked so many diseases to this humor, and depending upon this, their correlation with this humor, they have found that this humor is responsible for specific type of diseases, or yellow bile is responsible for specific type of disease, black bile is responsible for one more type of disease. You just remember this, that this four words, sanguine, choleric, bilious, and phlegmatic, have related with the history of medicine, especially with Greek history of medicine, when they have tried to correlate four humors with the development of disease. And these four humors and their further words are also borrowed in the materia medica, and they're attached with one more word, that is temperament. So these are the few types of temperament which are most commonly seen in hearing guiding symptom of our materia medica and HC Allen's keynote. So one is a sanguine temperament, and there are a few examples of this sanguine temperament: veratrum viride, oppia, phosphorus. Choleric temperament example is lactaceous. Bilious temperament example podophyllum. Nervous temperament Cilicia, sulfur. Phlegmatic is pulsatilla. In your orals, you will be asked specifically what is the meaning of this sanguine temperament and what are the examples. Now, after understanding this term temperament, these five basic types of temperament, their correlation with their correlation with humor theory of Greek medicine, and their examples, we will see what is the exact difference between this five temperament and their emotional response. So I have made a comparison. I have made a comparison of temperament type and their details. And with the help of two common attributes, one is the origin of their word. So origin of this word is related with the Greek medicine, their history of medicine related with cause of disease. And second is mental characteristic. So we'll see the details. One is a sanguine. So this sanguine, the actual meaning of this word, if you see the etymology, it is somewhere related with the blood. And the mental characteristics of this temperament is that these persons are always cheerful, these persons are always hopeful, and these persons are confident. Cheerful यानी कि क्या? What does it mean? Cheerful यानी कि एकदम खुश मिजाज, एकदम मस्तराम है, उसको किसी भी चीज की ना कोई चिंता है, ना किसी चीज का डर है, और आज जो हो रहा है उसकी ना उसको फिक्र है, ना उसको अवेयरनेस है। उसकी एक अपनी ही अलग दुनिया है कि उस दुनिया में वो खो जाता है, और उसी दुनिया में खोकर वो एकदम मस्त यानी कि चीयरफुल रहता है। तो ये मेंटल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है सैंग्विन टेम्परामेंट। दूसरा एक है होपफुल। Howsoever the situation is bad, howsoever there are difficulties in the life of that person, he will never lose the hope. But this type of person will always say that भगवान के घर देर है, अंधेर नहीं है. He will always wait for this ray of hope from God or from the supreme power of the earth, and on that hope he will try to live his life. और इसका एक टैगलाइन होगा, मराठी में कहते हैं कि मनुष्य हा आशेवरती जगणारा प्राणी आहे. मनुष्य हा आशेवर जगणारा प्राणी आहे. आपण सगळे आज आशेवरच जगतोय की हा कोरोना संपेल, मग उद्या आपल्याला कॉलेजला यायचंय, मग हॉस्टेल लाईफ एन्जॉय करायचंय, आणि मग आपल्याला लाईव्ह लेक्चर सुद्धा एन्जॉय करायचे. जातील हे दिवस जातील. सो दॅट इज मीनिंग ऑफ होपफुल. सो दिस temperament will show this mental characteristic. And one more characteristic is this sanguine temperament is confident. Confident यानी कि क्या? आत्मविश्वास से भरे हुए, उनमें खचाखच आत्मविश्वास भरा होगा. जब ये लोग ऐसे होंगे कि एग्जाम के पहले दिन, मतलब एग्जाम का एकदम लास्ट दिन है, कल एग्जाम है, और ये आज बोल रहे, उसने उसको पूछा कि कितनी पढ़ाई हुई, बोलता है क्या पढ़ाई करनी, साल भर तो पढ़ाई की, अभी आज के दिन मैं रिलैक्स रहूंगा, ना किसी चीज का टेंशन लूंगा, मेरे को मालूम है मैंने साल भर पढ़ाई की है और कल का पेपर भी मुझे आसान जाने वाला है. नो वरी. और वो शायद अगर आईपीएल की मैच चल रही है तो आईपीएल की मैच जाके देखेगा. उसको ना किसी चीज का डर होगा, ना खुद के ऊपर उसको कोई आशंका होगी. So these three are the important characteristics of sanguine temperament. And this blood, why this word is used, or why this word sanguine is applied, because it is what blood का काम क्या है? Blood provides oxygen to each and every tissue of the body. और जब ब्लड वहां पे ऑक्सीजन लेके जाता है तो क्या होता है? कोई टिश्यू मरता है. There is no cell which will die in presence of oxygen. And when you will study pathology, you will come across this terminology, oxidative stress, hypoxia. It means because of less oxygen, there are certain development of pathology. और जहाँ पे ब्लड ऑक्सीजन लेके पहुंच जाएगा, वहां पर किसी को किसी भी चीज की चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं रहेगी. That's why the word is related with this humor, it is blood. Then the second type is choleric or bilious temperament. Now why these two temperaments I have clubbed together? In the initial slide I have said there are 5 temperaments where choleric and bilious is separate. But this choleric and bilious, their word origin is related with bile. Bile का मतलब the juice which is present in the gall bladder. मराठी में उसको कहते हैं पित्त. And there is one proverb in Marathi, माझं पित्त खवळलं. म्हणजे काय? Meaning is there itself, that this type of temperament will be very much irritable. They will be extremely irritable, and this extremely irritability will be seen in their emotional responses and they will be easily moved to the anger. उनको कितना भी समझाओ कि अरे बाबा गुस्सा करना अच्छा नहीं है, गुस्सा करने से यह होता है, गुस्सा करने से वो होता है, they will again and again land up in the same emotional response. So this is choleric temperament. Then one more temperament is phlegmatic. This phlegmatic is related with water or moisture. And the mental characteristic of this phlegmatic temperament is that they are very much calm. Water देखा है कभी? एकदम शांत रहता है, मतलब जहाँ पे वाटर स्टोर किया जाता है वो वाटर एकदम शांत रहता है. So similarly, this phlegmatic temperament is very much calm. It is exactly opposite this choleric or bilious temperament, not easily irritable. आप उनको कितना भी गुस्सा दिलाने की कोशिश करो, वो जल्दी गुस्सा नहीं होंगे या फिर गुस्सा ही नहीं होंगे. It is exactly opposite to choleric or bilious temperament. And one more characteristic is that they are unresponsive to any kind of emotion. मतलब कि किसी भी इमोशन का इनके ऊपर कोई भी असर दिखता नहीं. मराठी में एक वर्ड है, तो बोलते कि ये जो आदमी है ना, ये आदमी दगड़ है. दगड़, दगड़ का मतलब क्या है? किसी ने देखा है पत्थर? क्या होता है पत्थर? कितने भी धूप आए, कितने भी बरसात आए, कितना भी ठंडी हो जाए, उस पत्थर के ऊपर उसका कोई असर दिखता नहीं है. सेम काइंड ऑफ same type of temperament is seen in this phlegmatic. They are unresponsive to the emotion. मतलब उनके आजू बाजू के लोगों ने कितना भी गुस्सा दिलाया, वो गुस्सा नहीं होंगे. आजू बाजू में कितना भी दुख हो, उनका अपना डेली रूटीन वैसे के वैसे ही चलता रहेगा. उनके दिमाग पे, उनके इमोशन के ऊपर उसका कोई असर नहीं होगा. So that type of temperament is phlegmatic temperament. And I have initially asked you what is the temperament of Calcarea-Carr. So if you remember the mental symptoms of Calcarea-Carr, it is phlegmatic temperament. Then one more temperament is there, it is nervous temperament. Now this nervous is related with the humor, that is nerve. And with respect to this nerve, there is one very important sentence is there that you should remember, that when you drive, when you travel, then one signboard is there on the road. Hold your nerves on the curves. Hold your nerves on the curves. इसका क्या मतलब है? Whenever you are traveling, whenever you are driving, और जहाँ पे एक शार्प टर्न आ जाता है, जहाँ पे टर्न आता है, वहाँ पे अपने नर्व्स को कंट्रोल में रखना है, या वहाँ पर हमको गड़बड़ा नहीं जाना है. वहाँ पे क्या होता है, कर्व पे क्या होता है, किसी ने चलाई है गाड़ी, whenever we take a turn, usually because of the center of gravity is there, your vehicle is thrown out of that road. It gives this a kind of insecurity in your mind, and that's why it is written, hold your nerves on the curves. यानी कि this nerve is related with some kind of excitement. This nerve is related with some kind of apprehensiveness. The meaning of apprehensiveness is what? चलो एक बहुत अच्छा कॉमन एग्जांपल है रिलेटेड विद द स्टूडेंट लाइफ. फरवरी का महीना चल रहा है, 14 फरवरी नजदीक आ गई है. तुम हाथ में लाल रोज, यू आर वॉकिंग विद द रेड रोज, both boys and girls, boys are eager to give red rose and girls are eager to take this red rose. So there is some kind of nervousness कि कोई मेरा गुलाब लेगा क्या, या फिर कोई किसी को ऐसा लगेगा कोई मुझे गुलाब देगा। तो लेने वाले और देने वाले की एक कॉमन इमोशनल रिस्पॉन्स है, दैट इज एप्रीहेंसिवनेस। देगा गुलाब, लेगा गुलाब, लेकिन वो कौन होगा, वो कैसा होगा। ऐसा हुआ है कभी, ऐसा होता है। So that emotion, that where you start thinking of, which is related with your future, related with related with the next moment, related with something which will happen after 3 hours। एग्जाम की ड्यूटी मैंने बहुत की, अभी तो एग्जाम का एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ कि 10:40 को स्टूडेंट्स दे आर आउट ऑफ द क्लासरूम एंड जैसे बेल बजती है, then they enter into this emotional response, that is apprehensiveness। क्वेश्चन पेपर अभी कैसा आएगा, मैंने कल रात को जो सवाल की पढ़ाई की है वही आएगा या फिर कुछ और डिफिकल्ट आएगा, और डिफिकल्ट आएगा तो पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा। एंड देन एवरीबॉडी इन दिस एप्रीहेंसिवनेस, सब लोग एक दूसरे को क्या बोलते हैं, बेस्ट ऑफ लक, ऑल द बेस्ट, यानी कि जो भी होगा वो अच्छा ही होना चाहिए। So that is what apprehensiveness, when you are thinking about the incidents or about the event after a few minutes or after a few hours, that is the emotional, what is called as apprehensive। And timid, timid means what? Timid is opposite to confidence, जिसका खुद के ऊपर ही भरोसा नहीं है कि उसने बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाई की है, क्वेश्चन पेपर में आंसर भी लिखा है, लेकिन वो बाहर आने के बाद अगर आप उसको पूछेंगे कि कैसा लिखा है रे तुमने पेपर, तो बोलेगा ठीक था, अच्छा था, लेकिन कैसा लिखा, उसने बहुत अच्छा लिखा हुआ, लेकिन वो कभी ऐसे आपको बड़ा चढ़ा के नहीं बोलेगा अरे एकदम ऐसा लिखा ना मैंने पेपर, बस वो एग्जामिनर भी खुश हो जाना चाहिए। 10 मार्क का लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन है तो 8 मार्क तो मिलने ही चाहिए। So this type of confidence is not seen in this timid person or in this nervous temperament। वो लोग हमेशा बाहर आएंगे, वो लोग ये नहीं सोचेंगे कि कैसा लिखा है उन्होंने, वो पहले जानने की कोशिश करेंगे कि अरे इसका क्या आंसर है, उसका क्या आंसर है। So they will focus, they will have always doubt on their own confidence। So these are the 5 different mental characteristics related to the specific type of temperament। तो फिर नेक्स्ट वीक में एक एक्सरसाइज करेंगे कि हर एक ने अपना अपना टेम्परामेंट जो है इसके बारे में ऑब्जर्वेशन करना है, और ऑब्जर्वेशन करके मुझे मत बताओ, लेकिन खुद ऑब्जर्व करो एंड देन यू ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई what temperament you belong, sanguine, choleric, bilious, phlegmatic or nervous। Only 1 minute is remaining for this meeting।